things were not so rosy for him, and he was very frustrated because so it was time to pay this kid's school fees here, and he was saying there was no money, but they go club every night, and allegedly you were sleeping at some chick's place on Instagram. I don't want to start name calling because I wasn't there and I'm not sure.
Yeah.
So I don't want to put anybody in trouble, but there was a certain girl's place on Instagram that he was crashing. So we family now, that's my brother and sister in Abuja, was like, oh yeah, come to Abuja now, we'll sort it out. Even if it's changed the children's school, we'll sort it out. But she kept on telling me that, this guy has cheated her for like 30-something years. School, she no go. Nothing, she go. She's living this marriage with 0 kobo. That the guy should settle her at least something for her to leave. Because she literally said, and I quote, I made him what he is today. I begged people not to lock him up. I stood there for him when even his mother was not there for him. This same guy we are talking about here, his brother does not talk to him. He has no connection with his own family member. Because I was on a call, we were on a call with his brother yesterday, earlier, where we're looking for him, and his brother was like, I don't know where in day. I have not spoken to him in years, and I can help people find him. This is supposed to be a good person. So, fast forward to the events of the whole tragic incident. He came. My sister was already getting ready to move out now. She was moving out. Then, the struggle started with the papers for the house that they live in. Seems like that's the only property they had left. So, she wanted to play a fast one and quickly open the safe with a welder and get the papers and move to secure. She has 5 children. She obviously has to feed them some way. Him, I don't know who gave him the information or how he got the information. Him getting the information now, drove from wherever he was and he drove straight inside to the estate. This is somebody that, like, a week before, I have a video, he kicked them out. I have a video, he kicked his wife out, he kicked the 5 children out. He said, and I quote, your mother is training you people to be like her, and you people cannot be my kids. That's what he said. And we have another video of him, of his kid, his only son, telling him to stop hitting my mother, and he beats the boy mercilessly. This was like days before this main event happened. So he drove home now. When he drove home, he saw that she has opened the safe now with the welder, and she locked the door. He was trying to get his papers back now, and he was being violent, and he was banging the door, and she locked the door. Somehow, he grabbed her, and he dragged the paper away from her. And she had no papers now. And now she wasn't going to leave without anything. So she now said, since this is the only house we have left, let's Kukuma burn it down. So the 2 of us live with nothing.
Oh, so that's what led to the fracas. So guys, if you're just joining us live, Bimbo's.
And she was lighting up the whole house. Then, according to them, kerosene. She poured kerosene on her body and was like, may everything Kukuma end. Now, saying this was somebody that was madly in love with her husband. And this is not the first time her husband was threatening to kill himself if she does not come back. I have a video of that one too. So I think she probably expected that him go say no, do am, or do am. Then when she did it, she now stopped for a while and she walked around the house. He was not saying anything. He was like, if you won't die, die. That's what he said. Then I think she lighted up the curtain According to the girl that was there, the girl said as she lighted up the curtain and was burning, they were now dragging. She tried.
Sorry, I lost you there. She now lit up the curtain.
Yeah, and the curtain was burning. He showed it in his video too. And she now jacked him like, Omo, you go give me this paper today. Then him pushing her off his body got her into the curtain. Now, Daddy Freeze, now, you're a very smart person. A very smart person, because I've been on your life so much and I've seen how you analyze things. So I want you to follow me and analyze the situation. Yeah, this is where it becomes very tricky. Yeah, she suffered from 100 degrees burn. That takes like about a couple minutes to get 100 degrees burn. Yeah. So when she was on fire, her husband was right in front of her doing nothing.
You guys, you just listened to Oyindamola's recounting what happened. Okay, I'm not sure whether he was there that night or if he's just giving a hearsay narration of what happened that night. Anyway, so after he did that interview with Daddy Freeze, Blessing Okoro, Blessing CEO, also had an interview with Daddy Freeze, and they've been trading words back and forth. So this is what Blessing has to say. During her interview with Daddy Freeze, she made some insensitive statements, or what people consider as insensitive, right? So Oyindamola started attacking her that she and Kemi Olunloyo has been paid by IVD to do damage control. That Blessing doesn't have a right. So Blessing now came up and says that, look, get off social media. You are contradicting yourself in the statements or the things that you are saying on different platforms. That if you don't get off social media, people are going to use you for clout. People are going to use you to make content. And it's unfortunate that you can't see what is going on, because Oyindamola mentioned the school of the children, said a lot of things that really shouldn't be on the internet. So Blessing was saying to him that what you should be doing now is to preserve the good memories of your sister and leave this issue, that it is not a criminal matter, it is a civil matter, and that the family should stop making such statements and go and grieve their daughter. So I actually listened to Blessing to be able to understand what exactly she's saying, that people always say she's chasing clout and all of that. So listening to both parties, right, this is my own candid opinion and advice. To be honest, when I listened to Oyindamola, he looked like somebody that was drunk. He looked like somebody that was drinking, and some of the things that he's saying, he shouldn't really be making those statements right now, because so I'm not going to speak in my professional capacity now, I'm just talking, right? Some of the things that he's saying, really, their sister's case is not how will I put it now, from the facts that we've heard, okay, online, we're not sure if those are the full facts. She poured fuel on herself, right? We understand that there has been DV going on for years and all of that, but there's no evidence to that, right? That because the family is saying that the man pushed her into the fire. There's no evidence, so they have to prove that claim that IVD actually murdered this lady. So according to Oyindamola, she started burning and IVD refused to help her. So at that point in time, does IVD owe this woman a duty of care to remove her from a fire that she started by herself? Do you understand? So there are a lot of issues that, instead of this family to be doing all of this, I understand that they are trying to protect their sister and all of that, but they need somebody who is clear-headed. They need somebody who is not being emotional right now, because Oyindamola is being very much emotional. And truly, like Blessing CEO said, most people on the internet are making content out of it. A lot of people are making content out of this. This is your own sister. Don't you should be going to the police. You should go and report the matter in the police. You should go and be taking proper legal steps in light of the circumstances, because more things are being reviewed. They were never legally married, all right? They were just cohabiting together. And I'm sure those were the things that Bimbo was thinking about, saying that she must get her pound of flesh, because we don't even know this property they are talking about. Maybe they were so in love, they bought it in IVD's name, so it may not be in her name, and she doesn't have any legal stake in this whole thing. That's why I'm sorry to the Igala people if you took offense. I made that statement because, like I said earlier in the year, there was a girl. Is she Igala or Ibira? I can't remember now. One of those tribes, and the guy murdered the girl, and it didn't take 24 hours for her family to call the head of that boy, and the rest they say is history. That's why I made that statement. It wasn't to insult a group of people. If you took it that way, please, I'm sorry, but that's what I was trying to communicate. Because if it is legally speaking, is it's going to be difficult, right? It's going to be very, very difficult. And another thing Blessing was saying is that your sister has children, right? Your sister, so you should be preserving the memory of your sisters, or you understand, the father of your sister's children, not coming to. In as much as I really don't I really don't agree with Blessing on that. I get what she's saying, that don't be emotional, don't let people use you for clout, don't let people use you on their platform. You are mourning, go and mourn your sister. Because I just found out that Oyindamola has given over 14 different interviews on Instagram and all of that. I'm like, okay, bros, chill, calm down. I think Mama Jazz, or senior elder sister, or somebody who is level-headed, should be the one talking to the public right now. You don't need all of this. Anyway, share with me in the comment section what you think. In the next video, we're going to be doing a deep dive on Bimbo's drug abuse, okay? Because this is also something that a lot of people, when somebody dies, it doesn't make them a saint. It doesn't canonize them to become a saint, okay? Even though in Nigeria we like to feel like when somebody dies, all their sins are forgiven, they have never made any mistakes in their life and all those type of things. So we'll be looking at that. All right, so if you are not yet subscribed to this channel, do subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys in the next one. Share with me what you think. All right.